This is a tired video. It's another vlog, and I'm tired. I didn't sleep that much last night. I slept okay, but not long enough. It's not a tired video in that it's repetitive and boring, even though it might be. It's just, I'm tired and I'm making a video, therefore it's a tired video. Anyway, I actually did some laundry yesterday evening. I didn't do it that late. That's not my excuse for being up so late, which is why I'm tired, because I did some laundry, did some towels, and, some clothes, so I'm actually wearing cleaner clothes. I don't do my laundry as much as I should. I also wear the same clothes sometimes in a row, especially like jeans. I mean, I wear a lot of jeans, and you can wear jeans a few days in a row. It's not really a faux pas, though. If you get caught wearing the same shirt 2 days in a row, you're going to get mocked. That happened to me once when I was like 12, maybe 13. I think I was 12, 7th grade, probably 12 years old. 12 years old, 7th grade. I think what happened was I wore a shirt the day before, and then my dad did the laundry that evening, and I was being lazy getting out of bed, and he just tossed a shirt at me, not realizing it was the one I wore yesterday, and then people said I was wearing the same shirt, even though it was already it was cleaning him. Yeah, that was a little embarrassing. I guess it didn't last. The teasing didn't last that long, not as long as things do these days. Luckily, social media was not a huge hit, or I mean, it would have been a huge hit, but other than like guest books and AOL and random Netcom, Earthlink, whatever people use, like websites, there wasn't really any social media. Even Friendster and MySpace were like 5 years away, 6 years away back then. Social media has really damaged things, I think, especially for me, because my embarrassing rants, my embarrassing bloviations, they are saved for all to see, and people like to screenshot my content, maybe even my videos. People like to screenshot my videos, my status updates, my social media posts, and I'm very open online. Like, Reddit has a new trend now, a new feature that most of the people I see posting are using. That is, people can hide their post history to avoid stalkers, to avoid people from across different subreddits from tracking them down and figuring out who they are. I don't like that too much. I want to know who I'm talking to. I don't like that they have this thing where you can't see what people are posting at all, other than the post you see that they on the thread that they comment on, or the post they make. I don't use that feature. I let everyone see every shitty post I make, every good post I make too, for better or for worse, probably for worse. And yeah, today was a good day. I saw my dad. I haven't got any job updates. I think a company viewed my profile or my post on Indeed. I didn't hear back. I didn't get an update at all from them, so I probably didn't get it. I think once someone views your profile and you don't get a message or an offer or anything, you probably didn't get it. There have been some cases where they viewed it and then even a little later they responded in the future. But yeah, since this company, this food company, like this new restaurant opening up, did not respond to my inquiries after viewing my profile, which Indeed told me, probably a bad sign. Not surprising though. I think my experience in that brand, in that line of work, is a little sparse lately. I haven't like worked in food services or really much customer facing role. I haven't worked in customer facing roles since 2022, and I haven't worked directly with food. I worked at Great America. Yeah, Great America. I've worked in some customer facing roles like 2 years ago as a carny at Great America, as you guys like to call it. And then before that, it was like a few months before that, where in like 2022, 2021, I worked at the healthcare clinics, pop-up clinics. And then before that, I spent years without employment, and then with only like linguistics and data entry. I used to mostly work retail, and now my last few jobs have been healthcare for some reason, other than the Great America situation. So yeah, we're going on about my work history. It's been a little bit longer than last one. I thought this would be sorry I don't make this video, but I've been talking for more than I thought. I feel like time is passing faster than it actually is. Like I thought time was going slower than actually is what I mean. I get a little tired because of that. I felt like it'd been only 2.5 minutes, and now we're at 4. The time is going a little slower for me than it actually is, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I haven't talked that much, but I've gone off on a few rants and stuff, whatever. But yeah, I've been addicted to Stat News lately. I don't know if you guys know what Stat News is. It's this baseball website. You can look up basically or not baseball. I use it for baseball, obviously, because I'm a big baseball stan. I'm not really into other sports as much as I should be, other than watching occasional or listening to occasional games on the radio or looking up like recaps and highlights and getting updates on my phone. I don't really have any interaction with non-baseball sports. I've been to like 3 basketball games, 1 hockey game, and 1 NFL game in my life, and maybe to a soccer game, and like a couple college basketball games, college football games, Baseball is my bread and butter, my cracker and mustard, to quote Homestar Runner. But back to Stat News. Stat News is an interesting site. You could say like lowest on base percentage, or OBP, with a batting average above 300 in like 500 plate appearances or more. So I can just do that. lowest OBP with batting average above 300 in PA. Type that in, hopefully it goes through. So it's Jay Kirk, a 320 on base percentage with a 301 batting average. He played in the 1900s, that's dead ball era. Sorry to go on a rant about that, you know. He walked 35 times in like 1,150 at bats. That's pretty bad. I know you guys aren't really into sports unless you are, which would be cool. I wish more people were into sports, like baseball especially. Most people don't get enthusiastic like I do about obscure baseball video games and random players from the 1990s. Most people have moved on from baseball or didn't really like it. Maybe part of that is because the whole change of the rules with the ghost runners. I'm not a fan of the ghost runners. I've gotten used to actually enjoying the designated hitter rule. It's easier for fantasy players too. You don't have to worry about having a designated hitter that doesn't play half the time, or especially with like from 2013 to 2019, they had the AL and NL play with even each team had every 5 divisions around. They had to do random dates for interleague play instead of having it on the set times, you know. So you had to manage. If you had a designated hitter, you had to manage your lineups daily to make sure that they weren't playing in an NL park. 'Cause that's gone now. Those few years, dark ages are gone. But yeah, today was a good day. As I said before, I went to an urban place with my dad. I had a steak sandwich. If you were one of the few, the proud geeky that watched that short, you saw that video of me, well, not eating, but you saw the little review or this look at a look of my steak sandwich, my chips, and my broccoli. Broccoli I'm a little overpriced, but I like broccoli. Honestly, I even like raw broccoli. I think I honestly prefer raw broccoli to cooked, but you can't really get raw broccoli at a restaurant. You have to do that on their own, like from the grocery store and wash it and stuff. And I usually eat at restaurants pretty much all the time, so when I get broccoli, it's cooked these days. That's okay though. It's nice and it's enjoyable and it's healthy, and I don't agree with Dr. Hibbert on that. Dr. Hibbert says broccoli is the most deadliest vegetable and tries to warn us from its awful taste. I like broccoli's taste. I think my mom might have gotten me into eating broccoli like for them as little trees or something. But I don't really know. I've always liked broccoli. I disagree with Dr. Hibbert and President Bush. President Bush Sr., 43rd president. He's one who didn't like broccoli, and he also threw up in a Japanese banquet. That's probably embarrassing. I've thrown up before more than the average bear, especially with my colitis problems years ago, and just I've thrown up in public and in private, and I've done other things in public I shouldn't have, like flip out at people and stuff. That's really bad. But yeah, this video's a little longer than the last one. What else should I do? I feel like talking, and I actually talked for a while without getting into that whole I don't talk about things. I guess I have more to talk about today. I should probably talk to people in general, interact with others more, other than seeing my family and occasionally talking to friends online. And I guess WoW's our guild's not really playing right now. I haven't played WoW in a while. Just got a little frustrated in general and wasn't playing WoW for a while. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is a vlog. I did my laundry. I saw my dad.